What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be working more with nodes in Python, and in this video we're going to be actually touching base on the code that comes with it. So now that we have an understanding of what nodes are, let's see one way that can be implemented using Python. We'll use a basic node that contains data and one link to another node. The node's data will be specified when creating the node and immutable, which means it can't be updated. The link will be optional at initialization and can be updated. Remember that at the end of the node path, the link to the next node is null because there's no more nodes left. In Python, this means it will be set to none. So begin by creating a new class node, and I have the documentation pulled up here of how to create a class here. So literally it's just class, and then you put the class name. So it's class and then node, right? It's that easy, right? Yeah. And then this is how you create an object, and then this is the init function or the initialization function. So let's see. So add an init uh, function or sorry method. So def init. Do we put the pin? Okay, and then we have that takes in a value and an optional link node. The default should be set to none. So we'll set the value, and it also takes in a link node, which equals none. We just set it to none. And this should be saved under the self properties of self value equals, if we look at the documentation here, it's basically whatever that is. So it's like a constructor in Java if you've ever written one. And then we have self dot link node equals link node. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, did you give the node with them and the value? Okay. Okay, should we set this to none maybe? Okay, this should definitely be set to none. And this should be link node. Let's see how they want us to do it. Equals link node. Oh, okay, that's why. And then we have to put the self. Okay. So we have to put the self, and then I didn't spell a link correctly. Okay, link node equals none, and that should do it. So this is the full function that we need here. Class node def initialization self value link node, which is equal to set to none automatically, and then we have that. Perfect. Next, node Python getters. So the last one was just the introduction. The getters. So we need methods to access the data and link within the node. For this, we'll use two getters, .get and .value, .get value and then .get link node. Now, these should return their corresponding value on the self object. So implement the dot value getter in the node class. Okay. So this is good. Getters and setters you should really know. But yeah, so def get value, and then how do you do a getter in Python? Well, you do it like this. Let's see if I can get it. You can search it Python getters. Python getter. There you go. So we have the documentation here. You have it as okay dot get age, and then you just do self, and then do dots return, and then you do return self dot age. Okay. So you put in the self, and then you do just return self dot age, and then get. Okay, let's see if that's correct. Nope. Okay, we need the no. Okay, your method should return the value. I'm sorry. Why did we put that? Okay, dot value. Perfect. And then we can just do the same thing. So def get link node. And again, we're just putting self in there, and then we'll just return self dot link. And there you go. So that's how you write a, this is going to be the node class. I'm sorry, this is Python. I don't know why I'm writing it in Java, but this is the getters. Okay, next. Okay, and then the setters. So here it shows you the setters as well. Let's see if we can find some setters. Set age, like this. Yeah, set age. So we do self and then age, right? A can have that as different, and then we do self dot age equals to. Okay, so gotcha. Okay, so it's basically like this. It's basically we just copy this basically. So implement the set link node setter. So we're allowing the value of the code to be set upon creation. However, we want to allow updating the link of the node. For this, we will use a setter to modify the self-link node attribute. The method should be called setLinkNode and should take a link node as an argument. It should update the link node attribute as appropriate. Okay, so we'll do def set link node, and it'll take self and then link node, and then it'll do self dot link node equals link node, and voila, That's how you get a setter in Python. Pretty straightforward. It's basically like Java. It's like any other programming language. That's how you write the class declaration. This is the constructor. This is the getters, and then this is the setter. It's that easy. Okay, so we're just gonna do a whole review right here real quick. So we have a few characters to keep track of, and Python nodes may just do the track. Let's get started. Okay, outside of the node class, initiate 3 nodes. None of them have an argument for link code. So the first value has a likes to yak and should be assigned to the variable Yakko. Okay, so we'll do Yakko equals likes to, well, okay, so I think we're creating, let me see. Yeah, so, okay, likes to yak. So we'll do Yakko equals, likes to yak. And then we have Wacko has a penchant for hoarding snacks, so we'll do Wacko. And then, yeah, there you go. And then dot equals, let's see, that's missing closing parentheses. And then we have a dot enjoys spending time with lots of movies. So I'll do that, enjoys spending lots of movies. String object has no attribute. What do you mean the string attribute has no attribute? Okay, so yeah, you have to set it as node because you're creating new objects. Okay, so new objects, right? So all you do is you just place it in the node. Yeah, in the in node because it's creating a node object, right? So we'll do exactly that. We'll put the node in there. Hopefully we get something going here. So see, yeah, perfect. So we just created that, and now let's give these some responsibilities. Now Yakko can keep track of dot, and dot can keep track of Wacko. Wacko can't keep track of anything. Okay, so it's saying that I believe we use the setters. Yeah, setters. Okay. So you use the setters. So set dot set link node. Yeah, this one. Set link node equals, well, okay, so who can keep track? Yakko, right? Yakko can keep track of dot. Okay. And dot can keep up with Wacko, but Wacko can't keep track of anything. Okay, Wacko, a linked node of dot, dot, a linked node of Wacko. Okay, and then create 2 new variables, dot's data and Wacko's data. So dot's data equals, and Wacko's data equals. use both getter methods to get dot's value from Yakko and Wacko's value from dot. Okay, so getters. Okay, getters. So we will do so get dot's value from Yakko. Okay, so Yakko dot get value. And then we have from Yakko and then get it from dot. So we'll do dot get value. No, okay, Yakko dot get value and set it equal to dot get link. Okay, yeah, we have to do this, right? We have to do the dot get link node. So we'll do it like this. Okay, and then dot, same thing here. So dot get link node. Okay, did you print out? Okay, you have to print it out. Okay. And then you have to print dots data, print Wacko's data. Okay, so let me go ahead and break this down a little bit because I know it was very confusing. So what we did was we initially just created a class node, right? Which I think anyone can do. Like even, see, I didn't even know the documentation for it. You just read it on, you just see the documentation here, right? And then once you see the documentation here, you can just create the class, create the methods, and then here is where we make our objects, right? So create node objects. These are the objects, right? These are the characters. Okay, and then here is where we assign the nodes, right? You assign the nodes. So you say, okay, Yakko will point to dot. Dot will point to Wacko. Wacko is not pointing to anything because his pointer is set to null, right? Because he's the last person in that list. Or sorry, in that node, right? And then dots data, you can access it by getting the Yakko, and then dot get link node, and then getting the value of that. So in Joy's time, yeah, so we know that Yakko has dots data, which is enjoys spending time in the movie lots. And then Wacko has a penchant for hoarding stacks. So we created these characters just so we can retrieve that. And the reason why this is, I'll actually let the code explain itself. So first, Yakko.getLinkNode is called, which gets the link node of Yakko. This is dot. So it finds out, okay, who does this belong to? So it belongs to dot, okay? And then next we get the value of dot. Oh, okay. So this gets the name of dot. This gets whatever dot is assigned to or whatever it stands for, right? And the same thing goes for here. And just for Wacko, of course. And then you just print it out right here. So pretty straightforward here. Not too bad at all. So yeah, we're going to jump into the quiz real quick. So in an attempt to access a linked node and it returns none, what does it mean? The node has no data, no other node links to this node. You're at the end of the node path you are following. Yes, you are at the end of the node path. Consider the following nodes links A to N to T. If you want to move n but preserve node t, what are the steps you would take? Remove the link to n using n dot set link to none. Well, you want to preserve t though, so change the link to a to point to t using a dot set link node t. Okay, delete the link on a that points to n. No, change the link on a to point to t. Yes, okay. So this is set link node. So I think it would be this one because you're setting the link node for a to point to t. And then last one, which of the following methods implemented in the node class are required to establish a node class with an accessible but immutable value? You have the dot initialization, the getters, and the setters. And you don't need the increment value. Get value with an accessible but immutable value. Okay. So we can do get value, get link node, set value, set link node. I believe it's okay. Why is it this? Let's see why it's this. So we have that, we have that, we have that, we have. So you don't need the set value because it wants an immutable value, means it can't be changed. Okay, that's why you wouldn't have the set. You wouldn't need this part because you don't want to change it. Immutable means it can't be changed. Okay. What I'm also thinking of doing, guys, is to creating like a flashcard set of like important terms we should all know. So I'll definitely create one of those and then post a link probably in this video. I'll try to put it in the description, but I'll do like what a node means, what immutable means, with an example, of course. What a class is, what an object is, what are the four pillars of polymorphism, all of that, the general stuff that everyone should know. We're gonna go ahead and try to do that, okay? So yeah, that's gonna end it really. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day.